I've got a loaded question for you. What about this case bothers you the most? Or even DB's top 3? There's not much time before this trial starts. I don't need help getting focused. I need help prioritizing because I'm having a hard time picking and choosing between what matters most amid a sea of shit that matters a lot to me. Tell me, if you can't tell me DB's top 3, what's the one that bothers you the most?
So for me, there's a lot of cases that have gruesome scenes, gruesome facts, and every kind of beautiful victim you could ever imagine. Even victims that are hard to feel sorry for. Victims that you couldn't help but to love. But I don't see this case as that kind of true crime case. I see it as a book that I could be reading in 20 years about how somebody was found innocent. Just like all the books I've read about that. All the memoirs of defense attorneys, all the innocent project attorneys who started their own nonprofit to help people, all of those cases. They all start somewhere. And I became obsessed with those cases. And the second I heard they sealed the PCA, that was it. That was it. I called that a clue. The preponderance of the evidence said, that ain't right. The second they fucking unsealed that PCA, I didn't care. I didn't give a fuck about anything else that was in that PCA. I seen eyewitness testimony and that bullet. The number one thing that bothers me about this case, that bullet. It's a perfect specimen of a state's power. And you have that false confession. All these wrongful convictions have in common. A lot of them. This case to me is about junk science and false confessions. So if the 3 things, you asked for 3, I'll give you 3 in this order. Obviously, if it's in order, number 1 is the systemic power of the state against the indigent defendant is absolute. The weight of the machine. And obviously, that's my backdrop to everything. Number 2, the bullet. Number 3, false confessions. At this point, I just want an innocent man left alone. An innocent man that said, no more. A tough little motherfucking dude. Once the attorneys got removed, Rick glanced over to his wife and his mom and said, it's okay. And they weren't going to break Richard Allen. They might have broke him. Doesn't mean he's not tough. But they could break any man in those conditions. And they have. Over and over again. So yeah. I'm not bringing you the best of news. But for me, there it is.